Hello there YouTube land, thanks for watching this video. On the other video I was doing a battery test and the results are in for that battery test. I tested 4 batteries, the Aspire 1800 mAh, the efest 3000 mAh, the Samsung 25R which is 2500 mAh, and the LG HG2 which is 3000 mAh as well. Varied results, but in what I'd call an order of sorts. Overall winner, well, technically joint first place I guess you could call it, would be the LG HG2 and the Aspire. The only reason why you could give this number 1, I would say, and this one number 2 is because, well, it's pros and cons really. This is 3000 mAh, this is 1800 mAh, so obviously this one's going to charge faster, but you know, the 3000 mAh of this has a greater endurance. They will both vape really well. They will both giving me 70 watts on my evic VTC, respectively. When they got to the halfway power point, turned it down by 10 watts, and the mod, when it was set to 70, was giving me 58, so it was a round number. I set the VTC Mini to 60 watts and they were both able to give me 60 watts until they needed recharging again at a 20-25% mark. Really very impressed with them. These may be a bit more expensive than the LG. The LG you pick up for £6 or £7 from most places, whereas the Aspire batteries are about a tenner. So you could give this the number 1 spot overall, purely because it's consistent, very consistent battery. Really I'm impressed with it. We'll definitely be getting some more of them as well. But the Aspire, you know, 1800 mAh charges a bit quicker, so you know, the pros and cons of both of these sort of balance each other out. You know, they're both really great batteries and will vape at 60, 70, 80 watts consistently with the minimum amount of voltage drop between them. So that's those two. You know, you could say number 1, number 2, you know, in the list of where I'm putting them. Third place I'm going to give to the Samsung 25R. Really good. It would give me 70 watts. Then it sort of skipped 60 watts. It wouldn't give me 60 watts, but it would give me 55 watts at its halfway power mark. And it's on 70 now, it's vaping at 70, so 70 watts down to 55. Acceptable, you know, good battery. That's what gets the number 3 spot. And epic fail from the efest. I was expecting this one to perform the best out of this and the LG. I was expecting this one to outshine it, but this wouldn't even give me 60 watts of power. It's giving me 56 watts of power. Down to its halfway mark, it was down to 44 watts. Disappointed with this. Is the 3000 mAh efest as well. The 2500 mAh ones vape a hell of a lot better. I had an iStick 100 watt and I used 2 of the 2500 mAh efest in it, and they're still in that, and I swapped that with somebody. So overall this was a fail. This did not hit 60 watts straight away. Fresh off the charger, pull it in, it gave me 55. That's why this one didn't really do it for me. I got to the point where it was vaping at 44 watts and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Took it out, you know, and took the 25R back in. So really not that fantastic at all. If you're paying a tenner for them, don't pay a tenner for them. Avoid them. Use something different. You know, if you're using 2 of these, however, and you're vaping at 50 watts, acceptable. If you've got a 40 watt mod, buy them and put them in a 40 watt mod, they will work fine in it. But if you're after that higher amp power, higher amp output, and that almost fade free vaping, at 60, 70 watts, these won't do it. But these other three will. This is going to be good. The 25R is going to be good up to about 80 watts, and whereas both of these will easily push 90 watts. One of them will easily push 90 watts in a 90 watt mod if you vape at 90 watts on a single 18650 battery. So overall, some surprising results. I mean, I thought the efest would initially perform better than what it did, but it's a bit shit, to be fair. Maybe the 3000 milliamp hour are better in a dual 18650 device, but I've only got one of each. I've got a 3500 milliamp hour one and a 3000 milliamp hour one. So obviously I'm not going to put them in any mod because it's not balanced, it's not matched. Never do that, by the way. Never put a 3000 mAh battery in a 3500 mAh battery in, because they won't charge equally. Don't do it. Stick to equal mAh per battery. So there's a bit of safety for you there. So yeah, it's well worth doing the test. Well worth chucking them in the one mod to see how well they vaped in the evic VCC Mini. Yeah, like I say, to me, it is kind of a joint first place between these two. Really thoroughly enjoyed using them. I mean, this battery is now 11 months old, so I've had it for ages, and it's still working really well. So yeah, the longevity of the Aspire batteries is definitely really good. I got a feeling it's going to be quite a while before this one starts to show any signs of degrading or anything in it as well. But overall, it was a really interesting test. Like I say, that is cheaper, than this. These are about 9 quid each, 10 quid each. These are about, you get about £6 a pop. Very good amp output on both of them. Like I say, a lot of people do a battery chart to show you what they're like on a battery chart. To a lot of people that might be irrelevant. That's why real world testing in the mod is probably, in my opinion, a better way of doing it. It gives people a more all-round general view of how well they work. And obviously, if you're a temp control vaper and you're vaping temp control and you're vaping at 40 watts as your initial ramp up, then any of these batteries will do 40 watts quite happily all day long until they're flat. So I hope you enjoy watching this video. I hope you enjoy my battery test. I have done it for you, so you can know and you can make your mind up about which batteries to go for. So in the order, it'd be the LG, because it's 3000 mAh 30 amp output, the Aspire, but bearing in mind the Aspire will charge quicker. Thirdly, it would be the Samsung 25R, and then a bit of a disappointment was the efest because it wouldn't vape at the 60 watts that I wanted. So that's my battery test. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep on vaping, and goodbye.